Well, good morning. Good morning, guys. Guess what? It's Friday. For sure. With coffee, of course. Tastes so good. All right. Guys, we made it to May. Today is May 1st, also known as May Day. And it also means that all we have to do is get through May and we are done with school. So yeah, we're going to kind of focus on getting through the month of May because we will definitely be ready for our summer break. So, all right. Today's book that I have chosen, you guys remember Humpty Dumpty, okay? He fell off the wall, took a big fall, cracked his head. Yeah, Humpty Dumpty. Today's book is called After the Fall, and it's all about what happened to Humpty Dumpty after that big fall, and how it's going to tell us how life can begin when you get back up. Sometimes when we fall or we fail at something, we're kind of afraid to get back out there again and try things again because we don't want to fall and we don't want to fail again. So, yeah, we're going to find out what Humpty Dumpty did. So, sit back, hope you enjoy it, and let's get started. All right. Okay, here we are. My name is Humpty Dumpty. This was my favorite spot, high up on the wall. I know, it's an odd place for an egg to be, but I loved being close to the birds. Then one day, I fell. I'm sort of famous for that part. Folks called it the Great Fall, which sounds a little grand, but it was just an accident. However, it changed my life. Fortunately, all the king's men managed to put me back together again. Well, most of me. There were some parts that couldn't be healed with bandages and glue. Here's Humpty Dumpty. He's coming out of the hospital there. But here he is down on the floor in his room. And this is his bed. He's got the ladder to get up to his bed, but he's not going up there because he's afraid, right? Afraid of falling again. After that day, I became afraid of heights. I was so scared that it kept me from enjoying some of my favorite things. I walked past the wall every day, and I would think about climbing that ladder again. I really missed the birds and being high above the city, but I could never do it, because I knew that accidents can happen. I eventually settled for watching birds from the ground. It wasn't the same, but it was better than nothing. Then one day, an idea flew by. Making planes was harder than I thought. It was easy to get cuts and scratches. But day after day, I kept trying and trying. You guys ever make those paper airplanes, maybe at home or at school, and you run your finger across the edge of that paper and you get what we call a paper cut. It stings and it hurts. Sometimes it bleeds. But it can be pretty painful and hurt, and yeah. So let's keep finding out what's going on with Humpty Dumpty. He keeps trying and trying. And one day, I got it just right. My plane was perfect, and it flew like nothing could stop it. I hadn't felt that happy in a long time. It wasn't the same as being up in the sky with the birds. But it was close enough. Unfortunately, accidents happen. They always do. I almost walked away again. But then I thought about all the time I'd spent working on my plane and all the other things I'd missed. I decided I was going to climb that wall. But the higher I got, the more nervous I felt. I didn't want to admit it. I was terrified. I didn't look up. I didn't look down. I just kept climbing, one step at a time. Until I was no longer afraid. There he is. He climbed all the way up the ladder, and there he is up on the wall again. He's no longer afraid. Maybe now you won't think of me as that egg who was famous for falling. Hopefully, you'll remember me as the egg who got back up. And learned how to fly. Yeah. And that is what happened to Humpty Dumpty after the fall. Life begins when you get back up. So, guys, obviously that book was about being brave, being courageous, not being afraid to try again. You know, think back to maybe when you started riding your bike. How many times did you guys fall on that bike? And you were afraid to get back up and get back on it because you were afraid to fall again. But eventually you did it. And now you guys are whizzing by down the sidewalk, down the street, whatever, on that bike. And I guess it can kind of be, I mean, just about anything. Think about other things that you've done that maybe you didn't do so well. And so you thought, well, I'm not going to do that again because, you know, I can't do it. And I don't think we should ever tell ourselves that we can't do anything. Yeah, we might be afraid to do things, and I totally get that. But don't ever tell yourself that you can't do something, because then when you do, you limit your possibilities. And there are all kinds of possibilities out there for all of us. Things that we can do, things that we can make, things that we can become, okay? But yeah, we've got to be brave and courageous to kind of take that next step in trying out new things and finding out what happens when we try. I mean, if you don't try, you're never going to know, right? Yeah. So yeah, here we are, like I said, May, and I'm going to take another sip of my coffee here. Guys, you have done a wonderful job with all the things going on. You have been brave. You've been afraid, yes. You've been upset. You've been frustrated. But you've also been courageous and, you know, eager to get out there and just keep pushing forward with everything that you have to do each day. And I'm just going to ask you to continue to do that, because I know you can. You are capable of doing that. And next thing you know, it's going to be the end of May. And yeah, we'll see where we are there. So Go out there, make it a great day. Be brave, be courageous. Be ready to try new things. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.